Heutiges Datum ist der 2.12.2019 und es ist 5 Uhr oder 17:08 Uhr. Today's date is the 2nd 2019. It's now 5:08 p.m. and I was just about to do some adjustments here for my, since this is my big lens here, for future when I'm going to drown Morgellons inside the liquid here. So this is just the same glass you may have seen prior to this clip here, maybe. And well, what was happening is this, what you're seeing there right now, this is not a Morgellon what you're seeing. That is actually a piece of glue, you know, like when you glue something somewhere, then you get some of it on your fingers or so on. But by looking, because I was putting this here, this glass, adjusting it to see which is the best position to have it here. So for instance, when I take a Morgellon and dip it inside, when it sinks to the bottom, what will I be able to see, you know? So it's good to have as much as possible. So this is how it happened. So what you're looking at right now, as I said, that is actually a piece of glue. And I was getting curious. I was thinking like, well, okay, maybe in glue there may be some Morgellons as well. And you know what? On that dry piece of Morgellon, whoops, boopsie boopsie, there is indeed attached a, what's it called? Morgellon. You know, like you can see when I drag it along the glass, it kind of gets stuck there. And there's also some other Morgellons in the glass, you know, like that's still alive. Look at this. Putting this that. That's an old Morgellon, or maybe, well, that's an older. These are the Morgellons that you see here right now in the glass. I just threw them inside while I was picking them out from somewhere, and I was just dropping them inside of it eventually to use it in this glass here to eventually drown them or whatever, you know. But I was very surprised to find on my finger that piece of glue that actually had a Morgellon on it. Look at this, how small this is. Like you can see the ripples of the fingerprint. So you can imagine how thick this is. This is like very thin, you know. It's quite interesting. Look at this. Isn't it beautiful? I'm getting so close to it. This is fantastic. And when I go closer to the glass, nothing happens. It gets worse. No, this is when you get closer. It gets even brighter, you know, like more clearer. Because the lens is actually, his laser beam is actually bouncing off at the glass. It's invisible, but it's still there, and therefore the focus is really clean and clear. So we're looking at now at this glass, I mean at the, what's it called? This is the glue, you know, a little bit left of it of the glue. And it's also, you can see it now closer, around that glue is not only that black Morgellon, but also some other white ones, you know. You can see it right there. I guess I picked those other ones out of inside of the glass here, you know, because they were stuck all over. They're stuck all over. Now this is fascinating, isn't it? Isn't it fascinating? Look at it, there was also a red one down there, right? And I was thinking about something like, oh, this guy is still living down there. See this? Still alive. You know, they can live very long without fluids, you know. And I was thinking about something, you know, like I was thinking, like, if I don't find any doctors, physicians who want to help me, well then, for them, the hell with you, you know. So I might as well have to make a compromise with my Morgellon friends, you know. Well, if they're working telepathically and they're so intelligent, might as well be it so. And I will somehow communicate with them, try to, you know. And I was thinking like, okay, the last time I was spraying my fingers with peroxide, after that, a day later or so, or hours later, I had these green crystals growing on them. So maybe that peroxide made it happen, you know. I don't know what that is for, but that just now I was in the bathroom and I was thinking like, okay, I'm going to do this again, but this time I want you guys Not showing off some green crystals or whatever, but show me instead some red ones, some nice squares, or those hexagonal shapes, 2, 4, 6, sided or 6-pointed or 6-cornered things, and maybe also golden ones, like all the other ones been experiencing to find, whatever. So hopefully they've heard me, and eventually I will spray in my thumbs or whatever fingers with peroxide, which will make them get agitated, and hopefully these things will grow the way I thought so. Because prior to those green ones, I watched a clip on YouTube about such green Morgellons that were found on other people's body, whatever. So I was thinking about it a lot, about this green color, and this other person said like she watched a documentary about cannabis. So thinking about this green color, and suddenly these things started to occur on her body parts, wherever, that were in the green color. So, if they work like that, those Morgellons, I might as well try that as well. Maybe nobody had thought about it that far yet to acknowledge that these are telepathic working machines. These are nano machines, Just like I've talked to another person again here in Germany, and she doesn't believe in this stuff. She doesn't believe in it, that these threads are actually living beings, They're moving independently, They're not moving because there's a breath of air or just some kind of wind flying by or whatever, They really believe, and with the group of scientists she's working together since 10 years, they're studying this stuff, and I haven't heard anything yet, about it. Look at it, this guy is stuck to the glass, just attaching it. And I haven't heard anything on YouTube yet in that way, in a German way, like documentary that had been running on WDR or NDR station in Germany, in the TV station, regarding about that stuff. Because whatever runs on TV, on documentaries, you find on YouTube, which is a great thing. And so I guess I'm doing here all the work. So look at this. I know what's happening here. I'm causing here like vapor, water vapor. I don't know how this got in there. And that's why this moisture is there. You see it? I was wondering what is happening here. I saw prior to that some moisture in the glass, but I was wondering where it came from. Not really wondering about it. So now these Morgellons, they love water, right? So you can see the water spreading, and some Morgellons are moving around there. Or this is just water that is spreading like that because I'm moving it, Not necessarily be Morgellons that are doing the movement, because it's hard to tell right now. But if I watch this on a computer, which the monitor is much larger, then I might identify it easier to. What am I looking here, Some are Morgellons, and I'm getting a little bit of part of it. And some are nicht. Okay, now I'm going to say that in German a little bit. Also das, was wir hier sehen, ist, das ist ein Rest von Pateks. Ich war überrascht, ne? Und auch Feuchtigkeit hat sich jetzt in diesem Glas gebildet, ne? Und deswegen, schau mal, der eine hält sogar, der Morgellon, der eigentlich da, weil die sind ja sowieso nicht tot, die tun meistens, dass sie tot sind, aber man muss halt wissen, wie man sie erweckt. So, ich war sehr überrascht, dass überhaupt um diesen Kleber herum, den ich die ganze Zeit rumtrage, weil ich vorhin vor einer halben Stunde hier was an der Kamera, da an der Linse befestigt habe, zuerst einmal etwas abbrechen, reinbiegen und dann diesen Pateks reinzutun, damit das etwas da fest bleibt. Und da habe ich halt den Pateks dran gehabt. Und dann bin ich damit rumgelaufen. Und danach war ich hier, und dann habe ich dieses Glas hier, weil ich wollte, dass dieses Glas hier entsprechend hoch ist. Das ist so eine Art Whiskyglas oder sowas, Schnapsglas, ne? Und damit das halt in dieser Höhe ist, so wie ich das mit dem anderen Vergrößerungsglas gemacht habe. Und ich habe auch entdeckt, dass hier drin irgendwie Feuchtigkeit ist. Woher die gekommen ist, weiß ich auch nicht. Vielleicht, weil hier vorhin gelüftet wurde und da hat sich die Feuchtigkeit gesammelt. So the moisture that was in the glass, probably from the window was open, is quite cold outside, and here it's a little warmer.